Well, let's see if I can remember this story. But it was about two people that they watched the river go by. Watch the river go by. Watch the river go by in the evening time. They watch the river go by. They just watch that old river go by. Watch the river go by in the evening time. Oh, well, he was an old bachelor. He was a steamboat captain on the river. He lived all his life in the house that he was living in then. And right next door to him, there lived an old maid. Yeah, she was a school teacher, and she lived all her life right next to him. Well, they used to get together in their much later years. They stripped down naked and sat out on the front porch. Yeah, well, they only did it on certain kind of nights, you know, not when those old mosquitoes would bite. Yeah, and they would sit there and watch the river go by. Now, there was nothing sexual here, nothing perverted. No, it's just two old, wrinkled up people just watching the river go by. Yeah, well, you know, they knew each other since them sandbox years. Now here they are, all wrinkled up, and they're naked on the front porch swing. She's on her side, he's on his, and they're watching the river go by. That's right, they're just watching the river go by. They're just watching the river go by. They're just watching the river go by in the evening, feeling the river air, now watching the river go by. They're just watching the river go by. They're just watching the river go by in the evening time. I don't know why they'd want to look at each other. You know, you think, you know, here they are, they're probably about 80 years old. They're all wrinkly and like, I don't know, but they just sat around on that porch, naked as can be, yeah, watching the river go by. They're just watching the river go by.